So I've heard some news stories lately, and I really hope they're not true. But if they are, what's happening is that some probably really well-intentioned and well-meaning interviewers think that they probably have, cracked the code and found this great hack to give them better insight in their interviews. And what's been happening is that candidates that are being interviewed over Zoom are being asked to open their ChatGPT account on screen and share the screen with the interviewer and type in a prompt that goes something like this. Please use our past conversations to analyze my work behaviors or my work habits, something along those lines. And then the interviewers want to see the results from ChatGPT. And again, wow, I hope this is not happening en masse. I hope it's not happening everywhere. I am by no means, I am not an attorney and this is not legal advice, but if you are interviewing a candidate, please don't do this. Because not only are you opening yourself up to some type of legal liability, I'm sure, and you should check with your attorney on that, but this is not what generative AI is designed for. Your ChatGPT history, your Claude history, your Gemini history, whatever LLM of choice you use on a daily basis, it's only going to reflect patterns that it can recognize from the data sets it has of working with you that it retains. Let's say that the only thing you consult your LLM about is, I don't know, video lighting and angles for your YouTube channel or something like that. It's going to have a very limited context, and whatever it delivers, whatever insight it brings is really only going to be reflective of the context that's been fed into it, which could be very limited, very narrow, and not even at all specific to your work. And even if you do have a much broader context than that, it's literally just going to reflect patterns in human language that it can recognize based on all of that data it has. This is not insight. It is not behavioral insight. So if you are on the receiving end of this, please just politely decline. Maybe give the HR interviewer a little bit of context on why that's kind of a risky question, if you're bold enough to do that. And if not, then just, politely decline. If you're the interviewer that's doing this, oh my word, please, 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 for the love of all that is holy, please run this by your legal department, who I'm sure will tell you to stop immediately doing this. It is not an accurate behavioral insight generator. That is not what LLMs are for. They are statistical probability pattern completion systems. And this is just another reason why we need to understand. We don't have to know how to build the engine, but we need to understand what is going on under the hood of generative AI so that we don't put the wrong kind of gas in it and end up dead on the side of the road before we get to the destination that we were aiming for.